Hi everyone, this is Tommy, and this is my beautiful fiance Rachel.
Hi.
I was on a podcast with Bellator Sunday not so long ago on dating, and of course we were dating at the time, and now we're engaged.
So the advice worked. So he's trying to tell you.
But we're very honored to be here to do this Advent reflection, and so we'll dive right in. So this is the third Sunday of Advent, and this is the Gospel of St. John. A man named John was sent from God. He came for testimony to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to testify to the light. And this is a testimony of John. When the Jews from Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to him to ask him, "Who are you?" He admitted and did not deny it, but admitted, "I am not the Christ." So they asked him, "What are you then? Are you Elijah?" And he said, "I am not." "Are you a prophet?" He answered, "No." So they said to him, "Who are you? So we can give answer to those who sent us. What do you have to say for yourself?" He said, "I am the one crying out in the desert, 'Make straight the way of the Lord,' as Isaiah the prophet said." Some Pharisees were also sent. They asked him, "Why then do you baptize if you are not the Christ or Elijah or the prophet?" John answered them, "I baptize with water. But there is one among you whom you do not recognize, the one who is coming after me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to untie." This happened in Bethany, across the Jordan, where John was baptizing. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. What really struck Tommy and I in looking at this reading is just how the line is drawn between human testimony and divine acts. John the Baptist is perhaps the best example we have of testifying, because he could not be the light, but he could speak of it and he could prepare us for it. And that's kind of what we're all called to do in today's world, is to testify to the light, but not try to be the savior ourselves, not try to be the light, but always point to it.
And additionally, too, is that it's actually even sometimes the best way we can testify is through our humanity, and specifically our broken humanity. There's a relatively common analogy you may be familiar with, where it shows, the analogy goes where basically you can think of like a broken window, where the brokenness, the cracks that creates, is a passageway in which light can go through it. And so through us and through our insufficiency, through our brokenness, through our weakness, even through our sin in some sense, Christ can shine forth through that and permeate, and therefore be the light to the world. That in our insufficiency, our inability to be perfectly his image, people can see beyond us and see to what is the true perfection itself. The thing too is even just in our own reflection of ourselves and our journey as a couple, is we've had our fair share of bumps in the road, like any couple, and we were also long distance for many months, and it's been a long ride. And in tough moments, in difficult moments where whether just a external difficulty or difficulty with us trying to work through, there is a recognition, there's a way to sanctify that where we can't, where I'm failing or she's failing, we're not being Christ to the other, or there's some kind of external struggle that's very difficult to conjure up or get through. That's where we can kind of latch on to what is perfection, what is perfect, and which is Christ. And in that insufficiency, in that humanity, in that limitedness, the limitless can come and enter into our relationship, which is Christ, which is kind of our reflection too for this Advent. Any other comments you can think of? Or?
No, I think that's good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us, and happy Advent.